Metro officials say the train cars were being pushed prior to collision, but new technology on the trains allowed it to absorb the shock of the impact, which may have saved lives. Those that oppose the bill say that there are other ways to protect bikers, such as the protected bike lanes located here on Reseda Boulevard in Northridge. This lecture is one of 3 in a series called Education on the Edge, something the Center for Teaching and Learning calls what really works in education. Few were able to witness the crash, but those who live close by heard the sounds.
5:45 in the morning in my home, when I listen the noise, like crash, something that, very heavy.
The Oxnard Fire Department was summoned to a response at Rice Avenue and 5th Street for a vehicle that was hit by a Metrolink train traveling towards Los Angeles.
4 of the 5 train cars, as well as the locomotive, were derailed, and 3 of them were then flipped onto their sides. Police say the truck was engulfed in flames and abandoned when they arrived. A man was found a short time later, about 1.5 miles south of the incident, appearing to be disoriented.
This individual was a produce truck driver, and that he was connected with the vehicle that had been involved in the collision with the train.
The man is 54-year-old Jose Alejandro Sanchez Ramirez, a resident of Yuma, Arizona. Metro officials say the train cars were being pushed prior to collision, but new technology on the trains allowed it to absorb the shock of the impact, which may have saved lives. They call it crash energy management technology, and they began equipping the cars with it in 2010. Officials from the National Transportation Safety Board say the train was traveling below the speed limit of 79 miles per hour at the time of the incident.
This is the second time happened.
A similar incident happened at the same intersection in June of last year. Mayor of Oxnard, Tim Flynn, says the city is making plans for prevention.
Well, we have a number of railroad crossings in the city of Oxnard that there's a possibility that a bridge would be constructed.
In Oxnard, I'm Jamie Pityinger, Valley View News. If you're under the age of 18 in California, you know quite well that you need a helmet to ride a bicycle. But a new bill may require all adults to do the same.
I'd love to see some new laws because the drivers do not respect bike riders.
California Senator Carol Liu introduced Bill SB 192 to make helmets mandatory for everyone on a bike, as well as requiring people to wear reflective clothing at night. If the bill passes, the penalty for not complying will be a fine of $25. Not all are happy about new government restrictions.
For me, if I want to wear a helmet, I'll wear a helmet. If I don't, I don't feel I need to.
The state of California is currently trying to get more people to walk and ride bikes instead of driving cars. However, bicycle advocate Eric Bruin says a new law will discourage people from riding bikes.
From all the new bike lanes that have gone in and everything that the cities have been doing in order to promote cycling has made cycling a lot safer. So this is coming at a weird time based on those larger trends.
Those that oppose the bill say that there are other ways to protect bikers, such as the protected bike lanes located here on Reseda Boulevard in Northridge. Other cities, like Burbank, also have areas designated to bikers. Clybourne Street was a 2-lane street until recently, when the entire right lane became 1 bike lane. Also, the Chandler Bike Path has been around for years to get bikers and pedestrians safely out of the streets. In Northridge, I'm Jamie Pityinger, Valley View News. The Burbank Police Department is taking measures to lower the city's carbon footprint. The city has been given the green light on using electric motorcycles for their patrols. The new electric cycles are in the testing process but have added features the current models do not. Traffic Bureau Sergeant Carrie Schilf shows some of these features and tells why the department feels the bikes are better.
More economical, we feel it's more environmentally safe, and it's the wave of the future. It's the new technology.
These cycles only cost 2 cents a gallon in electricity compared to the 63 cents on their current models. However, the charge time and speed is being monitored daily, so officers will know how long they can patrol before heading back to the station. The daily logs will then be sent back to where the cycles were purchased, Hollywood Electrics. Harlan Flagg says the bikes will greatly benefit the officers.
They are allowing them to patrol areas on motorcycle that they were unable to before. Some of the off-road, more chaparral, rustic areas that they were only able to patrol by helicopter before.
The electric cycles also cost about $10,000 less than the ones currently being used by the police. The Burbank Police Department has purchased 2 of these motorcycles so far, and after the proper testing, they'll hit the streets in about 3 weeks. In Burbank, I'm Jamie Pityinger, Valley View News. Here with Professor Babkin Bajmajian to talk about the CSUN Vita program, which helps people with low incomes do their taxes. Thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you very much for inviting me over.
All right, so can you tell us a little bit about how the CSUN Vita program got started?
Cal State Northridge was the initiating entity.
How is it that people can find out about where these locations are and if they qualify?
The program has been around, as I've said, over 40 years, so many of the individuals who come back are the regulars who come in year after year.
Thank you very much for being
My
with
pleasure.
us. All right,
So
and thanks you guys. Back to you in the newsroom. Police officer shot 2 men who tried to ram the main gate at NSA headquarters in Maryland. One of the people was killed and the other was severely injured. Hillary Clinton released documents attempting to explain how thousands of her emails were reviewed and deleted. Clinton has been criticized for using a private email server while she was U.S. Secretary of State instead of using government email. Other countries negotiating with Iran are the UK, France, China, and Germany. If they come to an agreement, they'll have until June to make it complete and work out more details.
Did you see Rihanna's dress? She kind of looked like she was going to a quince.
I did, but I honestly thought she looked like a cupcake. But did you see Madonna's outfit?
I didn't know.
She dressed up as a matador, showing some CSUN pride without even knowing it. Sam Smith, Beyonce, and Beck were the big winners at this year's Grammys.